The following video was uploaded by an unknown source. A family was riding dirt bikes in the woods during their camping trip. Everything looks normal at first. However, things take a turn when this happens.
Subaru, Baja. Have you seen it up there? No. Oh, sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. We were at the mine.
What's wrong, me?
I haven't seen him.
Thanks, bro.
Oh my god, Jesus shit. My dad, though.
The man seems upset and asks the group if they've seen a silver Subaru recently. The bikers all say no and quickly continue their way. What makes the situation really disturbing is that the man is holding a gun in one hand and a bottle of beer in the other. This combination made him seem very unpredictable and dangerous. This footage was taken with a body camera in the hinterland, a forested area on the Sunshine Coast near Nambour in Queensland, Australia. In the first video, a hiker stopped to rest near some rocks. He notices an old tent and decides to check it out. As he investigates, the camera picks up something strange in the bushes.
Alright, put that there and I'll put my camera away in a minute. Just got to see what this is.
A tall, dark figure can be seen, moving slowly behind the trees in the background. A few moments later, the figure appears again.
Yeah, did you see the big tree break over there? It was a good snap.
In the second video, the hiker pauses to leave some bread along the trail for wildlife. While doing this, something seems to be watching from the dense foliage in the top right corner. The uploader thinks that the mysterious figure in both videos might be a yowie, which is like Bigfoot in Australia. A family from Australia were camping near a beach when the mother decided to record some videos of her two kids. Everything seemed normal until the family reviewed the footage and saw something chilling. Behind the little girl, a pale creature is visible crouched on all fours. The family hadn't noticed anything unusual that day, and the only evidence of this eerie being was captured in the footage. The creature's pale, translucent skin and elongated limbs were disturbing. The family was shocked and terrified by their discovery. A man was camping alone at night in a forest on the border of the Stupinsky and Tchaikovsky districts in Russia. As the night goes on, he hears odd noises that make him feel uneasy.
Полезная, кстати, вот штука. Если где-нибудь елочку такую вот найти, сухую. Так, сейчас как раз откроем. Ой. Фух.
Even though he feels uncomfortable, he decides to sleep without a tent, thinking it would be even scarier to hear strange sounds from inside one. In the early morning, the noises continue and heighten the sense of mystery around him. That's when he captures this.
А вот тут он, так сказать, некультурно скажу. Вот тут как бы это, туалетная зона.
The figure isn't clearly visible, but seems to be watching the man from a distance. On December 11th, 2016, two friends went exploring in a remote part of the forest. While they were walking through the woods, they stumbled upon something really terrifying.
I want to get a good view of it. Dude, somebody was digging a grave out here. Oh god.
They found a grave that had been dug into the ground, hidden among the pine trees. Nobody ever found out why that grave was there, or who might have dug it. A man was camping in the mountains when he took some nice pictures of his surroundings. Everything seemed normal, until later when he reviewed the photos and saw this. A dark figure peeking from behind a rock. Believers see it as proof of Bigfoot's existence, while others think it's just an optical illusion. While camping in the deep woods, a man is abruptly woken in the middle of the night by unsettling sounds coming from the forest.
Good night. They're everywhere.
He quickly realizes that whatever is making these sounds is all around him. These men were exploring a supposedly abandoned house while camping nearby. At first, everything seemed fine as they were just exploring the house, but then they decided to crawl under the house to get a closer look.
So that's a 1958 Coke bottle, right? What is that?
Loud footsteps suddenly echoed from above, inside the house. The guys were terrified and rushed out from under the house as quickly as possible.
Oh, that's weird. Here. That is strange.
They even went back inside to figure out where the noise had come from, but they couldn't find any explanation. This footage was captured on December 29th, 2014 on a central Victoria highway. As the camera was driving home from a camping trip, this happened. Both the car recording and the one in front narrowly avoid the falling trees that crash onto the road. This shows the dangers of traveling through the bush in strong wind conditions. A man was camping alone in a far-off forest when he was woken up in the middle of the night by something disturbing outside his tent. Take a look. The video ends abruptly, leaving us without knowing what happened afterward. This woman was on a road trip when she drove past something very disturbing.
What the fuck is happening? Gotta go. Get me out.
All the people there, both men and women, were standing completely still. It was as if they were in a trance or following some strange ritual. Feeling uneasy and sensing that something was wrong, she decided to drive away quickly. A group of campers found this mysterious white box floating down a river. The box looked out of place against the natural scenery, and they decided to swim out to get the box. When they opened the box, they were shocked to find this.
Con Kaiku Café Latte puedes hacerte una maratón de la serie de moda sin dormirte, una maratón de vídeos.
What the fuck? Wanna see?
There is a body in it.
No.
A creepy doll can be seen inside the box. Luckily, after checking carefully, they found no human remains in the box. Just a creepy and possibly haunted doll. This man is camping in the Peak District, a place known for its natural beauty. Although he's not deep in the woods, his first night brings an encounter with something truly unexpected.
Fun. Did you hear that? That's quite eerie. It does not sound like a deer. Definitely doesn't sound like a fox.
The man explains that this deep sound doesn't sound like any animal you'd find in that area. After a heavy rainstorm during the night, Francie Lube woke up to an amazing yet terrifying sight. A group of lions were licking the water off her tent, and luckily they walked away after they were done. In this video, a Russian man is seen standing in a snowy forest. He's explaining something, but then this happens. An unusual figure shows up in the background, moving to the left. The man doesn't seem to notice it. This group decides to camp in an old, deserted building. One camper hears footsteps nearby and can't tell if it's a person or an animal. As the campers talk about who or what could be outside, the strange noises come back.
It was definitely someone walking. I told you.
With these unsettling sounds, they realize they can't stay there and decide to investigate.
What the fuck was that? Oh, move. What was that? Are you for real?
They start to think that something might be following them, which makes them realize it's time to leave the place. Two campers were driving through a remote area in Oklahoma when they found an old, abandoned house that had been empty for years and was rumored to be haunted. When they approached the house, they saw this.
Holy fuck. What? Yo, go.
As they pointed the flashlight at a window, a motionless figure appeared. Since posting the footage, no further details have been shared, keeping the situation mysterious. Bear is an experienced camper and decided to camp in a remote, haunted forest in his truck. As it got dark, the forest felt eerie and intimidating. He parked in a small clearing and set up his camera, but quickly felt uneasy as he reviewed the footage. He heard faint noises that sounded like footsteps and felt like someone was watching him.
Who? Who? No way. Frickin' hiss, man. A hiss. Footsteps. And a hiss. Maybe it followed me the whole way down the road. Because I seen it from the beginning. And then when I was under the barn, was walking on the top. And just hissed at me. Oh man.
Eventually, he dozed off, but was startled awake by a loud bang on his truck.
What is it? Oh, somebody's there. Somebody's there. So where's my frickin' light? Where's the frickin'... Hey! There's a car there.
He grabbed his flashlight and saw a car nearby and signs that someone had tried to break into his truck. He quickly packed up and left. A couple was hiking through the woods at night when they heard the sounds of cracking twigs and rustling leaves as normal forest noises. But soon, they felt as if someone was following them through the dense foliage. They only caught glimpses of movement, too large and deliberate to be a small animal.
You see it? Mm-hmm. Oh wait, that's not a deer. What the devil is that? That's a predator. Its eyes are facing forward.
Oh yeah.
Oh, draw your weapon. I don't like to look at that. I see you. Those eyes are wide too. Look at that. Those are big eyes. Mm-hmm. Hello. You cocked? Oh fuck. Alright, let's go.
The couple wondered if it could be Sasquatch or just another animal. A man was hiking on an off-grid trail deep in the remote woods when he stumbled upon something horrifying.
Come across something here extremely strange. I'm not really sure what to make of this. It's we found an old trail here. We walked down the trail, and here hanging in this tree here, right underneath that pole, was what I thought was a barrel that was probably used as a martin box. What it turned out to be is an old milk can, and stranger yet, the lid was on it. I pulled the lid off of it, and look at this. What in the world? Why would anybody... That's a pine marten. It's all been skinned and stretched. This is a coyote. Looks like several coyotes. I'm not positive what that one is. Anyway, I want this old milk can. So I'm going to dig all these out of here, and then I'll get a better idea just what this is. But why in the world would anybody go through the trouble?
Inside the milk can, he found a pine marten and several coyotes, all skinned and stretched out. Why it was there is still unknown, just as the reason why not everyone is subscribed remains a mystery. This man, named Matt, decided to give the Randonautica app a try.
I saw this thing that a lot of people were doing on TikTok called Randonauting. It's an app that you download, and it gives you a completely random location close to you that you go to, and apparently it's supposed to be a glitch in the simulation or something like that. I don't really know if I believe it or not, so I downloaded the app and I thought I'd try it out for myself. It gave me a spot in the middle of the woods that's kind of close to my house, but it looks like it's along ATV trails, so we're on the ATV and let's go see where it takes us.
He grabbed his quad bike and set off to explore.
So we're at the location and this is weird. There's a car just chilling in the woods. How did they even get in here though? Like, there's trees everywhere. There's no way a car could get in here.
While exploring, Matt stumbled upon an old, abandoned car in the woods. As he was checking out the car, he suddenly heard this.
Holy shit.
A voice saying, "Help me." He got scared, causing him to end the video and run away. His viewers were curious and asked him to go back at night, so he did.
Alright guys, I came back to the location that I heard that voice when I was randonauting. See, there's a car there. Is anybody there? Guess not. Alright, I don't know if this means anything, but there's a shirt here, a water bottle, there's water in the bottle. There's like children's toys, like all broken, like, alright, that's creepy. This is the middle of the woods, there should be nothing here, I'm so confused. Alright, other than the shirt and like the toys and stuff, there's nothing else here. I walked like all around the car, but I don't see anything else, that's all that's here. Is there anybody here? Yes, I think I just heard something. I'm starting to get creeped out here. It's getting dark out, so yeah, I'm not coming back here anymore. I just watched that back and I realized that it asked me to play a game. Don't go randonauting.
Although he took a break from the app for a few weeks, he eventually gave it another shot.
I wasn't even going to film this, but I cannot make this shit up. I wanted to try randonauting again, but on my last video, a lot of people told me that I had to set an intention before I went. So before I got my location this time, I set my intention as to find answers about the car in my last video. It literally gave me a location on the same trail as the car. On maps, the location is just like a little bit further down the trail than where the car is, so I'm gonna go check it out. Okay, well, we're here. This is just as creepy, if not creepier, than the car. What the fuck? So much shit in here. Looks like an old building. There's like a window there. What the fuck? It looks like a cross. Bag. A SIM card. Wait, so we found a cross, a picture, SIM card, and that shit. If there's any pictures on the SIM card that I found, I'll put them in another.
When he returned home and reviewed the SIM card from his adventure, Matt discovered some strange pictures and a video on it.
Right, let's see what's on the card. So it looks like there's 3 photos and 1 video on the card. I'm going to get them off the computer and onto my phone so then you guys can have a better look at them.
El público siempre pide algo nuevo. Es inevitable. A los 50, pues... se acaba.
¿Alguna vez has soñado con una mejor versión de ti? Más joven, más bella, más perfecta.
A few days later, he and his girlfriend used a Ouija board, and this happened.
It literally just spelled out car.
I'm not doing this anymore.
Just later that night at around like 4 a.m., I got woken up by something really, really loud in the next room. It is literally like 4 a.m. And I just got woken up by the loudest like crashing noise in my other room. Dude, what? What the fuck? My chair, my paintings, what the fuck? My keyboard? What? Okay, no.
In 1996, this mysterious video surfaced capturing an eerie forest encounter. The video, shot with an old film aesthetic, shows someone exploring the woods and discovering this. A bizarre creature resembling a giant ant without extra limbs. Many believe this unsettling find might be an alien. The story linked to the video claims that in January 1996, a UFO crashed in a Southeast Asian town. A group of friends allegedly found one of the aliens, leading to military involvement. According to the account, the military captured the aliens, but one soldier was killed by an alien. The captured aliens also reportedly died, and their bodies were transported to an undisclosed location. This raises several questions. Could this be real? And if so, why has this story only surfaced many years later? This video was recorded by two men from southern India on their drive home after a camping trip.
Hey, no, you speed up at Pinette level now, Padapa Veg Punchma. Hey, video am vomiting antunnadu venki vere idru sariga undirpothundu vomiting atla em ra even sustadi ekkada చూడండి ఎక్కడరా తెల్లుగా చూడు చూడండి ఎక్కడ చెప్పు కొంచెం కెమెరాలో తీస్తాను చూడి ఎక్కడ నాకేం కనిపిస్తలేదు చూడి.
Unbeknownst to them, this forest is known for eerie legends, including sightings of a mysterious woman in white. While driving, the men suddenly stop and argue. In the distance, someone or something can be seen.
Hey, ఎవడో నడుచుకొని వస్తున్నాడో ఏమో మాన్ పెయింట్ వేసిండదో ఎవడో నడుచుకొని వస్తుండదో ఏమో ఉంది. ఏ పదరా సీదా ఏరా ఇంత భయం పడతావు పద్రా ఎవరో ఉంటాడా నిల్చుకొని ఎవరికో కాస్తుంటాడు. కొంచెం ఫాస్ట్ ఇప్పాడు కొంచెం ఫాస్ట్ ఇప్పాడు బయట రా ఫాస్ట్ గా భయం ఉంటాయి బయట కెమెరాలో తీస్తున్నాను చూస్తాం మేము
As they continue driving, the video captures the white woman described in local legends. The men eventually made it home safely. A man went hiking in an area known for Bigfoot sightings, without revealing the exact location. As he walked through the dense forest, he spotted this: a large bipedal figure moving among the trees. The potato camera only partially captured the creature through the trees, but its size and form were unmistakable. The encounter left the man both shaken and excited, convinced he had seen Bigfoot. This YouTuber went on a solo nighttime investigation at a historic cemetery in Malal, Sweden, known for its eerie reputation. In this video, Emil revisits the cemetery, having previously captured strange occurrences there.
I will try. First of all, this house, I really love it. It's beautiful, but at the same time, this is the highest creep factor.
He explores the area and starts hearing unexplained noises and records what sounds like heavy breathing or whispers on his EVP device.
So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment what you think so far. That really helps a lot. I caught that. You see it? Tack så jättemycket. Tack så jättemycket. Do you see it, guys? Always this lamp before the last time it... Tack så jättemycket. Om det är en ande som gör detta, hade du kunnat släcka den på 3? Det hade varit så jäkla snällt. 1, 2, 3.
The investigation takes a chilling turn when a lamp in the cemetery flickers erratically. While it might be a coincidence, the lamp's odd behavior seems unusual and hard to explain. As Emil continues, he captures a brief, disturbing moment when a shadowy figure seems to appear around a corner in one of the cemetery's buildings.
Because that would be awesome.
Whether it's a ghost, a shadow person, or something else is still unknown. Now, get ready for this next video.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera, caught on CCTV. Facebook user Carly Tritzler shared a very bizarre video that was recorded by her CCTV camera outside her home in Canonsburg, Pennsylvania. In the video, a deer can be seen walking through her yard. But that's not all. Bizarrely, a tiny dark little figure seems to be following the deer in the dark of night. Now, I have no idea what this little thing could be. Even after brightening the footage, it doesn't appear to be any kind of pet or wild animal. And whatever it is, it almost looks like it's walking on 2 legs. For now, the mysterious footage remains unsolved, but I'm very curious to hear what you guys think this little thing could be. A News Top 5 viewer who wishes to remain anonymous, let's just call him or her Alex for the sake of the video, emailed me about a CCTV recording captured at an undisclosed sleep lab during a sleep apnea test. Alex says that a coworker was monitoring a widowed female patient's sleep. And then this happened.
Let me just start recording. Oh my god. I see it walk right. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yes. It's gone now.
Now, to get a better understanding of what is going on, a bit of explanation is necessary. So the squiggly lines that can be seen at the bottom of the screen indicate that the woman has stopped breathing during her sleep. The mysterious pale figure then appears to reach out to wake the woman, after which she begins to breathe again. Alex believes the apparition might have been the patient's deceased husband, still carefully watching over her from beyond the grave. But what do you think this strange pale shape could be? Let me know down in the comments.
Let me just start recording. Oh my god. I see it walk right. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yes. It's gone now.
Martín, ¿y ahora qué hacemos?
¿Ahora qué? A ver, papá se tiene que...
The end of the road. Popular Guatemalan news reporter Vivian Vasquez is driving in traffic on her way to work to report the early morning news. But she will never make it to the news station, because Vivian herself becomes the tragic subject of the morning news when her lifeless body is discovered in a horrible car accident. Her family, co-workers, and fans are shocked and saddened when they hear of her sudden, tragic passing. Guatemalan traffic police show up on the scene and record footage of the wreckage as evidence. But after the video is released to the public, mourning viewers and fans all hear something in the footage that is absolutely chilling. And this time, did you hear it? The anguished voice of a woman can be heard crying out in Spanish, "What did you do to me?" When watching the footage, it becomes clear that it makes no sense for anyone present at the site of the accident to be screaming, "What did you do to me?" Vivian's loyal fans believe that it was her anguished spirit crying out from beyond the grave. To this day, the Guatemalan authorities have not found the cause of Vivian's accident. Even stranger, Vivian's cell phone was never returned to her family, and no one knows why. So just what happened to Vivian Vasquez? And what are your thoughts on this bizarre and tragic recording? Let me know down below. The Lurker in the Woods.
So this is vlog 1 today, my first vlog ever, woohoo!
Travel vlogger Mihaela from the YouTube channel Mihaela Claudia P records a road trip through her home country of Romania and makes a stop at one of the most haunted forests in the world, the Hoia Baciu Forest in Transylvania. Local legends tell the story of a girl who disappeared in the woods only to reappear 5 years later with no recollection of what happened to her. Another story is that of a shepherd who, along with his sheep, completely vanished in the woods, never to be seen again. Mihaela arrives at the forest at nightfall and is all alone as she nervously makes her way through the woods. Everywhere she goes, she finds the skeletal remains of animals, but it's something else that she should be much more worried about. Mihaela might not be as alone in the woods as she thinks.
Yes, I am that crazy to walk alone in the so-called most haunted forest in the world, and I'm very scared of wild animals. I have to admit I'm terrified, and I do not know where the exit is. Basically they told me that the legend says that a shepherd went into the forest with the sheep and he never came out. That's the actual legend, and that's why this forest has this fame of the most haunted, because he went in and he never came back. And yes, you saw the footage with the sheep that's dead. That's a skull, a sheep skull that you saw. And if you don't believe me, you can check yourself the legend. What the hell is that? I'm sure I can hear something. Honestly, I'm terrible. What the hell is going on? Okay.
Mihaela begins to hear the disturbing sound of footsteps in the leaves. Someone or something is coming closer and closer. She makes a run for it and makes it safely back to her car. But did you see it? Because not long before Mihaela records the rustling sounds of someone moving through the woods, a dark figure appears to be lurking around in the trees behind her, just watching. The vlogger says she never saw anyone and has no idea who or what this creepy lurker could be. So are the stories true? Is the Hoia Baciu Forest in Transylvania really haunted? Or is this just some random creep stalking Mihaela through the dark, abandoned woods? You decide. You can find this video and more over on the YouTube channel Mihaela Claudia P. The Forbidden Room. Popular Japanese paranormal YouTube channel Omega Toki Film received a horrifying video from a woman who wishes to remain anonymous. They refer to her only under the alias Nakayama. Nakayama claims that her grandmother had a very strange but strict rule for anyone visiting her home. Never go upstairs. Nakayama claims that she has heard creepy sounds coming from the second floor and once saw a shadow figure quickly passing through the hallway at the top of the stairs. After the creepy experience, Nakayama was told the sad story of her grandmother's sister. Almost 40 years ago, the sister was living upstairs on the second floor. She was happily engaged to be married. However, the engagement was broken off by her fiancé right before the wedding. Soon after, the heartbroken woman went missing and was never seen again. Her room on the second floor has been locked and off limits ever since. Nakayama is now a grown woman, and her grandmother has since passed away. As the last living relative, she now owns the property and is considering selling it. One evening, she goes to her grandmother's house. Gathering her courage, she records a video as for the first time ever, she goes up to the second floor and approaches the locked door of the forbidden room. That's when things take a truly terrifying turn. The eyes of someone or something can be seen peeking out through the crack of the locked door. When paranormal investigators Hiro, Tomo, and cameraman T see the video, they are shocked. They decide to visit the creepy, allegedly haunted house to investigate. With Nakayama's permission, they take the lock off the door upstairs and go inside the mysterious forbidden room. The room inside appears to be rotting, and the team finds old photos of a woman wearing a kimono. They also find some very strange objects, including a doll, a covered mirror, and a traditional Japanese dress hanging from a cupboard. The Omagatoki team begins to get a strange, unsettling feeling that something is very off about this room.
怖いねこの部屋。
空気はやばい感じがするよね。なんかこの部屋ちょっとおかしいぞ。おかしいよ。でもこんなさ、こんな写真撮るまで話が進んでて破談した。
まあそういうことをその話を信じるならね。これちょっと中野さんにさ、もうちょっと詳しく聞いた方がよくないか？これちょっと異様だって。おかしすぎるって。おかしい。普通じゃないもんだって。
普通じゃない。
この写真ってさ、あれでしょ？結婚式のナイフトレースでしょ？今顔がちょっとちらっとこっち見方いや違うで分かる。やめてよ。怖い。今顔が
The face of a woman in one of the creepy old photos appears to move to look back at the team. The three friends are getting more and more freaked out, but they try to stay calm for the sake of their investigation. But things are about to get even scarier.
なんでどうしまった？なんでしまった今？
開いてたよね。開いてたよ。開けて。誰かいるの？
いないで。 いやいないよ。いるわけない。いないいないいない。
The door to the hallway suddenly slams shut even though no one is there. The Omagatoki team is a bit freaked out and feel that they should probably end their investigation very soon. But what happens next is downright chilling.
人じゃあそこ影いや人影が見えて俺今あ誰かいる誰人とすいませんあ誰かいますちょっと開けますよびっくりしたどうされたんですかあそうですかびっくりしたお一人ですかあ中を見に来られたんですかいや全然まああれもしあれだったら全然いやまあ別に今いいですかあいいですよ全然これは買ってあったみたいな感じですね
もう本当さんも初めてなんですよねここって
さんは初めてですよね入られたのって皆さん大丈夫ですかなんかちょっと体調悪そうですけど大丈夫ですまあ様子が
やっぱりおばあちゃんのせいだったんですよ
おそうなんでちょっとタカさんちょっともう行こうタカさんもう一回出よういいからもう行こう今おかしいですよおかしいよあれ何やばくね
The three friends are baffled and shocked. They have no idea why Nakayama is suddenly acting so bizarre. The guys decide to leave, but they don't feel right about leaving Nakayama alone in the house. So they return to the home. But when they go back inside, they discover that Nakayama has disappeared. After a little discussion, Investigator Tomo feels confident enough to do a solo investigation inside the forbidden room all alone. Hiro and cameraman T wait downstairs as Tomo stays behind with nothing but a camera. It did not go well.
今隣に大きいタンスがあるんですけど、その中に誰かいる。さっきからなんかボソボソ喋る声とすっごい視線をね感じる。今隣のタンスに誰かいる。この隙間から誰か覗いてる。
どこなんですかこの中トムさんオナウスオナいない行こう
A horrified Tomo begins to see movement inside a nearby cupboard and calls for his friends. Hiro and cameraman T hurry upstairs, and together they open the door, but no one inside. The Omagatoki team has finally just had enough, and they get out of there. After this investigation, the team says that they have made multiple attempts to reach out to the woman, Nakayama, but they haven't heard from her since. So just what is going on inside this creepy house, in this creepy, forbidden room? You decide. You can watch this full 2-part series with English subtitles over on the YouTube channel, Omagatoki Film. Meanwhile, on TikTok. TikTok user Ashley Rain has only ever posted videos of her family and all of their cute cats. But this next video is completely different from anything she has ever posted before. Ashley claims that late one night their motion-activated security camera caught something truly bizarre. One of Ashley's cats seems to be staring at a bizarre translucent apparition with glowing eyes that appears to be staring right back at the cat. At first glance, it just looks like the cat's owner playing peekaboo. But then the pale figure suddenly just floats up toward the ceiling before vanishing into thin air. Curious TikTok commenters believe Ashley's cat might have been trying to protect the home from an unwanted dark entity. Ashley says that the family has since moved to a new home and is happy to be out of their old house for good. But is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
I didn't know what to expect from Janthier. A lot of bones in the dirt. Beasts, deep bogs, and fables. Surprised anything makes it out of here alive.
Simon Lockhart is a security guard at a hotel in downtown Providence, Rhode Island. Simon sent me an email in which he says that a few months ago, a man tragically lost his life at the hotel. He says that ever since, he has been experiencing strange supernatural events during his security shifts. As the paranormal activity intensified, Simon began to record evidence and post it to TikTok.
So I'm in the bathroom right now. I'm not going to the bathroom if you're wondering. But I'm hearing like shuffling sounds outside the door. And I need to put the camera. Bro, what the f was that? No.
Then, only 2 weeks later, this happens.
I swear to God, I heard like a woman talking in here. I swear to God, I heard a woman talking. What the fuck? Oh, no. No, I'm not doing that.
But before long, the loud bangs and unexplained voices turn into something much more sinister.
Hello? Oh my god, what the f? What the f? Bro. Holy shit. Nah.
Simon records as something that he can't see seems to charge up the staircase right at him. But did you see it? Simon's concerned TikTok viewers point out something that he missed in his original video. Something downright chilling. Watch again.
Oh my god, what the f? What the f? Bro.
It looks as if a face can be seen watching him through the window of a door on the 8th floor. The security guard says that there was no one around and he didn't see anyone at the window at the time. He only noticed it after TikTok viewers pointed it out. Over the course of several months, Simon continues to record everything he experiences. Then late one night, the security guard is sent out to the hotel's restaurant after reports of some very unusual activity. It really did not go well.
I'm over at the restaurant right now that's connected to our hotel. The door's been wide open. And they said they've seen lights going on and off in here. The Zionic area. Very, very narrow stairs, and I just smashed my head on this freaking pipe. Hello? Oh my god. There's no one here. There's no one here. I'm Nope. Okay, I'm out. Okay, just leave me alone.
The nervous security guard hears someone say the words, "Get out," and soon after feels something or someone pull at his shirt. In a panic, Simon tries to descend the steep staircase as fast as he can, but he actually slips and breaks his ankle. As always, whether it's all real or not, I leave it to you to decide. But either way, best wishes to Simon for his speedy recovery, and you can follow his story over on his TikTok page. It's Simon. Thanks for watching. Check out some weird stuff and extra clips over on my Instagram and on my Twitter. And many visitors and employees claim to have seen his ghost and have reported random noises and flickering of the lights, even when the ride is not in operation. Sam Worth was visiting the park and recorded videos to capture the fun trip with his family. To his surprise, he also captured something he did not expect at the Tower of Terror. A strange translucent apparition can be seen on one of the levels at the Tower of Terror. Now, many of Sam's viewers believe the figure to simply be another hologram on the ride. But I looked through hours of footage of this ride on YouTube and I have not found any evidence of there being a hologram at this particular spot on the ride. In fact, this is the area on the ride where a picture is taken of the guests. So the creepy apparition remains a mystery. But Sam isn't the only one who captured bizarre footage on the Tower of Terror. In this next video, a maintenance man is doing a routine safety and quality check on the Disney ride. He's completely alone. Or is he? The uncut footage is over 2 minutes long, but to save time, I just cut the video down to the spookiest parts. Did you see it? A bizarre figure appears on a seat behind the maintenance man, but it's only visible for less than a second, 3/20ths of a second to be exact. The figure then moves 2 seats away right next to the oblivious worker, and it appears 2 more times. Again, I checked to make sure that there are no hologram effects in place in the seating area, and there are none. Also, the hologram effects that appear on the ride show multiple characters, and none of them are seated as these figures appear to be. So it seems very unlikely that this would be a reflection. So just what is this? Could it be that the spirit of the man who suddenly lost his life on the Disney ride is still around? Or is it just some very, very strange light reflection? You decide. Mirror, mirror. Paranormal investigator Amy from the YouTube channel Shadowhunters UK TV is joined by fellow ghost hunters Moxley's Paranormal and Ghosts on Trent as they stay at the infamously haunted 30 East Drive in Pontefract, England. They say that long ago on this very same location, a monk was hanged for taking the life of a young girl. The house is said to be haunted by his angry spirit, which they call the Black Monk. Throughout the house, there are CCTV cameras installed, and one of them captures a very bizarre and chilling event as Amy simply looks at herself in the upstairs bedroom mirror.
She makes like a creepy smile.
Amy's face appears to distort into a horrifying gaping maw. Her mouth opens up to such an impossible extent that the investigators believe that they might have captured a paranormal transfiguration. The video is definitely very creepy and doesn't appear to be a digital glitch. But just what do you think happened here? Let me know down in the comments. You can watch the full 2-part investigation at the haunted 30 East Drive over on the YouTube channel Shadowhunters UK TV. Nuke's Top 5 merch. So just a quick little ad, but I finally got Nuke's Top 5 merch. We have spooky t-shirts, mugs, hoodies, and other things that we'll be adding by the time this video is posted. You can order stuff online at nukestop5.myshopify.com or in the merch shelf under this video. Also, there's a link to the Nuke's Top 5 store in the video description. And to make sure that you get your stuff by Christmas, be sure to order by Monday, December 12th. And yeah, that's only like 2 days away from now. So sorry about that, but we got everything online as quickly as we possibly could. I've literally been up for days now with no sleep. So order now so you'll get your stuff by the holidays. And I mean, like, order right now or tomorrow or very, very soon. Seriously. And thank you guys so much for all your support, and very, very happy holidays to you. The Railway to Nowhere. YouTube gamer and urban explorer Mr. Omega often goes on overnight challenges to explore abandoned and spooky places in his country of New Zealand. This time he plans to stay overnight in the deserted Spooner's Tunnel, an old train pass that was dug out of the mountain by hand back in 1891. Unfortunately, the railway line suffered financial difficulties and the tunnel was never connected to the railway system. The tunnel was eventually closed and dismantled back in 1955. The passageway was dubbed, quote, the Railway to Nowhere. YouTuber Mr. Omega decides that the creepy old abandoned tunnel is the perfect spot to film an overnight challenge.
Okay, here we are here. The only person I have with me is Max. You know, man's best friend and everything. Oh man, look at that. There's a vehicle over there that's burnt out too. Oh man, look at it. Hope it's not a popular spot for people to come up and do gosh knows what. I Okay, I'll pull over here. Okay, before we even go into the tunnel, as you can see, it's totally pitch black. It's too dark to go in there without any form or source of light. So that's the next thing we need to get out of the pack. Oh, there's my baby. This is my massive dolphin torch. It's a really good torch, as you can see. It pretty much shone right down to the end of the tunnel there, so this thing will do the trick, I'm sure.
So Mr. Omega and his loyal doggy Max head into the tunnel to find a spot to set up camp for the night.
I managed to secure myself a place to stay for the night, and as you can see out here, it is totally dark now. The sun's gone right down, there's no more light left. If I turn my light off, now this is the freaky thing, when I turn this light off, it is totally pitch black and silent. You ready? Here we go. Wow, that's spoopy, if you ask me. I feel good having the dog here. Where are you, Max? Max, there you are, there he is. I feel better having my dog with me. I mean, obviously, if I didn't have Max, it'd be a little bit creepy. Obviously, I feel like safer with my dog being here. He will always bark if anyone comes uninvited to visit us in the night. So I'll always wake up. I'm a light sleeper as well, so I'm always going to wake up to hearing Max's bark. Don't know, Max, I'm always going to hear what you're going to say to me.
Around 4 a.m., things start to get really weird. Omega discovers that he has no cell reception inside the tunnel, and so along with Dog Max, he heads back to the opening to check his phone. After that, he starts to trek back inside the tunnel, and then this happens.
We're gonna complete our overnight challenge. Yes, we do. Alright, Max, let's go back in. Here it is. Woo! Max! Oh, my gosh, damn tripod. I hear some sort of tune out of it. Max, come here. Come here. Oh, shit. Max. Who's that? Who's that, Max? What the actual? Can you guys hear that? Oh, Max, where is it? I don't know if you guys can hear this on the camera, but there's something. What is that? What the? Hello? What is that? Max, what is that? Hello? Is there somebody here? That's just creepy as... What the hell? Is anyone here? What is that? Oh! Max! Hurry up! Max! Max! Get on!
A creepy little toy is just lying in the middle of the path, playing a warbly rendition of Happy Birthday. Omega turns around and is shocked out of his skin as he sees a man lurching toward him out of a crevice in the tunnel wall. He just makes a run for it. Now, Mr. Omega says that he is absolutely stunned by what happened. He has no idea why anyone would be hiding in the cold abandoned train tunnel at 4 a.m., especially because the tunnel is in the middle of nowhere, miles away from any house. Another truly baffling part of this incident is that the dog Max did not react at all to the creepy stranger, almost like the man was not even there. And perhaps most disturbing of all, why did whoever this was set out a creepy little toy in the path? Either way, paranormal or not, this encounter is absolutely terrifying. You can watch the entire exploration over on the YouTube channel, Mr. Omega. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Weeper. A little over a year ago, a Japanese man who goes by the name Yama Q was looking for a rental home. He found a nice 40-year-old renovated house in Japan with an incredibly low rental price. Yama was blown away and he happily signed the rental contract right away. But as you might suspect, Yama soon discovered just why the house's rental price was so low. You see, the home carries a bit of a dark history. The house's previous owner tragically passed away inside the home's bathroom from an undisclosed illness. Only 4 months after Yama moves in, strange things begin to happen in the dead of night. Yama Q starts a YouTube channel and begins to record the increasingly spooky activity around his home. Night after night, a mysterious knocking sound can be heard coming from the bathroom. No matter how hard he tries, Yama Q is never able to find the source. He has no idea what could be causing this terrifying phenomenon. One night, Yama is a bit disturbed when a neighborhood dog shows up at his home. The dog is usually quiet and friendly, but this time it seems distressed by something. The dog aggressively growls and barks at something Yama can't see. The next day, he finds the dog back at its neighborhood home, safe and sound and friendly as always. But that certainly isn't the end of Yama Q's paranormal problems. Only 9 months after moving in, he experiences something truly terrifying. A blood-curdling wail can be heard coming from right outside Yama's living room window. But when he goes outside to investigate, the creepy moaning suddenly just stops. As Yama Q's YouTube audience grows, his many shocked viewers request that he get better equipment to capture the supernatural phenomena. Yama orders a thermal imaging camera and waits for his next opportunity to record and capture what's going on in his home. And this is where things take a turn towards the truly bizarre. Because 1 month later, this happens. With 2 cameras ready, Yama goes on the attack as he throws boiling hot water at the spot where the weeping voice seems to be coming from. Whatever is making the noise seems to cry out as the scalding water is thrown, and then all goes quiet. But nothing shows up on the thermal imaging camera. To this day, Yama-Q still experiences horrifying events at his haunted home in Japan. But is it real? Could the wailing voice and aggressive knocking be the spirit of the previous owner who passed away in the bathroom? Let me know what you think. A window to the soul. So this is a story that starts weird and just gets weirder. But first, a little bit of history. Way back in 1679, Irish Catholic priest Oliver Plunkett was arrested for supporting the Catholic faith, which at the time was considered a serious criminal offense by the English monarchy. He was held in Newgate Prison in London before being executed. And so here's where things get really weird. Over 240 years later, in 1921, Oliver Plunkett's head, yes, just his head, was brought to St. Peter's Church in Drogheda, Ireland, where it was put on display in a garish, ornately decorated glass box. The St. Peter's Church also placed on display the prison door of Oliver Plunkett's jail cell from Newgate Prison, where Plunkett was held for 8 months before his execution. YouTube user Vicky Bramshaw was on vacation when she visited St. Peter's Church in Drogheda, Ireland. She is recording the exhibit of Oliver Plunkett's jail cell door when she catches something absolutely unnerving.
This is the door of the cell in Newgate Prison, where St. Oliver Plunkett was imprisoned for 8 months.
He's a very most interesting figure, because he was one of the first ecumenical Christian priests.
There is a small opening in the ancient jail cell door, and some pale, ghostly face just seems to peek out of it at them. Vicky says she has no idea what this face could be. She says she has no knowledge of visual effects to fake something like this, and she didn't even notice the face until she reviewed her footage later. So is this the ghost of Oliver Plunkett still peering from his old jail cell door? Or is it just a very, very odd trick of the light? You decide. The Last Stop. This next viral video was shared by multiple social media accounts on the internet, but none of them mentioned the original source. The video shows a man inspecting an old abandoned bus somewhere in the rural countryside of Japan. Of course, as you might expect, things take a terrifying turn. As the man approaches the entrance to the bus, a girl can be seen watching him from the window. He quickly looks inside, but there's no one there. Now, because there's no source, it's impossible to say whether this footage is real or fake. But as always, I leave that up to you to decide. Mistaken identity. The next few videos were uploaded to TikTok by a widower from Tennessee who prefers to keep his identity anonymous. He says that he's experienced some odd things in his house over the last 11 years, but recently the activity has become much more extreme. He sets up security cameras to capture the bizarre incidents, and he says that he believes that the spirit might be the ghost of his beloved deceased wife coming back to visit him. So early one morning before heading out to work, the man walks into the kitchen to discover this.
Combino varias apuestas en un solo partido. Cuantas más combinaciones añado, más puedo ganar. Convencer crea tu propia suerte.
Well, as you can see, it's morning, guys. This is just a quick update because I got to get to work. But when I got up this morning to get my coffee, I walked into the kitchen and saw this. So I guess you guys were right that activity seems to be picking up because I have been, doing renovations. I replaced all this stuff, this dishwasher, this stove, the oven hood there. But this morning when I came into the kitchen, I noticed the cabinet was open. And then I noticed this chair. So I checked the Ring video, and it definitely freaked me out. So
When he reviews his ring cam footage, it shows a chair sliding all around the kitchen on its own. And then a pale white figure seems to come nowhere and violently tosses the chair to the floor. But things are about to take an even more terrifying turn, because one day the man starts to hear something walking up and down his hallway. He goes to investigate, and what happens next chills him to his core.
Hey everyone, remember I said I didn't know how I'd react if this thing started touching me? It started walking towards me. And I feel my hand on my back. And I heard someone whisper. It was faint. But when I heard it walking away from me, I finally felt like I could move, and I ran. The whispering. It wasn't one voice. It was, a lot of people. These people seemed stuck. They were all saying, help me. Hey guys. My, hall walker is back. I'm gonna go into the hallway and see if I can hear. That sounds like it's down at the end of the hallway. Right back there. Right standing behind me. That was somebody right behind me. I felt like their face was right
standing tall. That's not my wife.
The man weeps uncontrollably as he explains that he felt a hand on his back and heard multiple voices that seemed to be begging him for help. The man no longer believes that the presence haunting his home is the spirit of his deceased wife. He now believes that it might be multiple spirits, or perhaps even something more sinister. But what do you think is going on here? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Something still lives here. A paranormal investigation team from the YouTube channel RC Fun TV travels to an abandoned house in Battambang, Cambodia. Locals claim that in 1994, the land used to be a graveyard for hundreds of deceased men, women, and children. Eventually, the land was sold and the owner had the cemetery excavated and the bodies burned to make room for his new family home. Shortly after the completion of the house, allegedly several members of the family were repeatedly pulled out of their beds by an invisible force. Soon after, the family began to suffer from horrible, unexplained diseases. Fearing that they were cursed by the angry spirits of the former graveyard, they left the home and never returned. The small wooden house has now been abandoned for over 10 years. The Cambodian paranormal team prepares a ceremonial offering for the restless spirits that might be haunting the home. During the preparation, they are interrupted by something they can't explain.
Okay, Primat, alors ni dương lan điệp trong sủng nén, là trong cái một cảm như là tình đó mà cảm như làแต่เรานี่dương lanกันบ้านที่ในที่เจ้าdương lanตามประวัติเก่าบ้านdương lanตามประวัติเก่าแล้วคนนึกถูกตั้งคนจะเอาหมดนี่คือมาสมทอดบ้านมาสมทอดในtrongตั้งแต่มูลค่าเอาไว้บ้านที่มันจัดเนี่ยมันเราตีนี้ก่อนเราเหมือนศพบ้านก่อนเราเหมือนบ้านหรือของเมียเราไว้เราตีนี้มีthấy nó cứ sông khởi à cứ sông khởi đấy cho dạ đây nào ôi từ ôm mặt
The unexpected loud bang sends the host of the RC Fun TV team into a fit of nervous laughter, but they continue their exploration. The team is a little reluctant to climb the rotting wood stairs of the house and instead head around to the back of the building and climb onto the roof. What happens next is downright chilling.
Okay, Primat, alors ni dương trong càng nghĩa bằng láng đấy, trong cái nhát làm tao sầm smart đó, là sầm lông bị cái đó. Và dương trong đang ta đầu tiên nó dương ai nên bật tiền là bay bom, chi lại, này, đang tao nghĩa lắm, tao nghĩa lắm, bạn tao nghĩa, này, bom này con anh đang chơi tôi, bom cho này đi cái đáo đi, nè, nó này.
One of the team members comes face to face with a ghoulish, pale apparition peeking out of the window. Out of shock, both team members forget their own safety and just jump right off the side of the roof. Luckily, except for some scratches, bruises, and perhaps some deep psychological scars, the two men are otherwise okay. Now, cut to 2 months later, and the team returns, determined to explore inside the creepy house. During another ceremonial offering, they have no idea what their camera is capturing. Did you see it? The team is completely unaware that something seemed to walk by the window upstairs. After careful deliberation, the two men decide to climb the rotten stairs up to the house. Once inside, they see something absolutely horrifying. In an incredibly bizarre turn, a disembodied head can be seen sitting on top of a wooden support beam. The team's host records as he runs away in fright. When the guys go back upstairs, there are no signs of the head, nor are there any signs of anyone or anything having ever been there. So did the investigators capture the paranormal activity that drove away the home's owners? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can watch this full 2-part investigation over on the YouTube channel RC Fun TV. Cradle Creeper. Proud parents Kaylee and Stuart have a TikTok account dedicated to their newborn daughter, Rin May. The account usually chronicles happy experiences from the young family's life. So when this next video was posted, their viewers were shocked. Night vision cameras first capture a bizarre unexplained shadow in the upper left corner of the room. Then what seems like a creepy little hand can be seen clawing at little Rin May's crib mattress. The newborn sleeps right through it, but Dad Stuart hears a noise and wakes up. And just as Stuart looks over at the crib, the hand quickly disappears out of sight. Parents Kaylee and Stuart are very disturbed by the incident and say that they have no idea what they captured on camera. The final night. Alexander Labuzov from Russia says that he's been living in the same apartment for over 3 years, when suddenly and inexplicably, strange paranormal things began to happen around his home. Loud, unexplained noises would wake him up in the middle of the night. Things around the house would move on their own, and scariest of all, one night when he was in bed, sound asleep, someone or something suddenly grabbed onto his wrist, squeezing hard. He jerked his arm away and lurched out of bed, searching his room. But there was no one there. He says that the paranormal activity in his apartment just increased over time, until eventually he decided to just move out. So Alex is set to move out of his apartment the next day, but he decides to try to record the strange supernatural activity one last time. This video was meant to be Alex's last night in his apartment. First, he sits in front of his camera and explains what's been going on in his apartment. As he's talking, he hears something strange.
Я сразу же вскочил, включил свет. Это не может не напугать. Просто знакомый звук. Изредка я услышал, похож.
Something moves somewhere in the apartment, and Alex believes it might have been the kitchen cabinet door. He decides to set up his camera in his bedroom and leaves for 2 hours to meet up with a friend.
Алло? Да, сейчас приеду, ага. Давай.
Alex turns off the light and leaves. But what happens while he's gone is truly bizarre. Alex returns home and just goes to bed. The next day, he discovers that his landlord is unavailable to pick up his apartment keys. And after reviewing his footage, Alex is unsatisfied with the potato-quality video he has recorded in his dark apartment. So, he decides to stay one more night, this time leaving the camera recording, but with the lights on. Just like the night before, he again leaves to meet up with a friend. The camera captures something downright creepy. Alex is shocked when he comes home as he discovers that his camera has somehow flipped upside down all on its own. He grabs the camera and begins to film his thoughts on the strange situation. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
Я смотрю, у нас сегодня рыбный день. Охереть вообще. Что там осталось? Слушай, ну вообще жесть. Ну что могу сказать? Это был последний день, поэтому мы уже... Блядь! О. А, до усрачки. Ё... Это можно вообще... А, блядь. Так.
A pair of legs can be seen standing right behind Alex in the doorway. The legs appear to have no torso and disappear before Alex can even turn around. So, Did Alex capture proof of the paranormal in his apartment? Or is it illusion? I leave it up to you to decide. The ghost of the mosh pit. Now, most of the time we think of creepy paranormal video as occurring in the dark, and maybe in creepy old abandoned places. But here's a video that's from a live daytime heavy metal music festival in San Bernardino, California in 2011. And just watch very closely, because it's about to get weird. So a very big guy goes charging into the mosh pit when suddenly he seems to get clotheslined by someone or something that is completely invisible, and he goes flying backwards. Now, that would be weird enough, but his friend helps him up, and then he seems to get forcefully yanked backwards again by some unseen force. He even seems to get dragged backwards along the ground. So is this just the ghost of an angry metal fan? Is this guy just an incredible mime? Or what happened here? You tell me. Cries from Beyond. This next video was sent in by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Peter Canova. Peter explains in his email that his friend was remodeling a house in Des Moines, Iowa that had been abandoned for over 10 years. Peter's friend shared a chilling video that was recorded by a tile installer named Javier.
Verga, no, si se escucha más. Estoy aquí en la casa de remodelación. Acabo de rellenar, hicimos este shower y esto. Desde hace rato vengo escuchando un llanto como de niño. Oigan. Pero el pedo es de que aquí en la casa esta pues, no hay, están todos los cuartos vacíos. Y me da miedo ir al basement, pero a ver, deja checar, porque allá afuera no hay nada. Hola. La verga. Pues no hay nada. Güey, no mames. No mames.
The loud cries of a child can be heard coming from the basement. Javier checks every room but finds no one. Suddenly, there's an unexplained loud bang from somewhere, and Javier makes a run for it. Javier refuses to ever return to the house again.
Güey, no mames.
Hanging around. Japanese paranormal investigator Gachan from the YouTube channel Clip Store sets out to investigate a creepy old abandoned house in Nagasaki, Japan. The house is said to be extremely haunted. Locals claim that there is a sinister curse on the property after a family mysteriously passed away inside the home under absolutely horrible circumstances almost 15 years ago. As the home is fairly small, Gachan decides to go alone, and brings only his camera. Once inside, things quickly get very creepy.
カレンダー2007年4月14年前からこの状態ってことですね。まあ確かに置いてあるものが時代を感じるというか VHS だもんね。ちょっと待って足音がする。人がいる。2階に人がいる。マジか。出るか。いやでも気づいてるはずだよね。こっちに。誰かいますか？もしここで寝泊まりとかしてるんであれば返事してもらってもいいですか？すぐ出ていきます。
The paranormal investigator believes he might not be alone inside the house and heads upstairs to investigate.
Tú eres el siguiente.
Por supuesto que sí. Yo seré tu sucesor.
¿Qué está pasando?
¿Quién es este friki?
Mi sensor de peligro me está alertando al nivel máximo. ¿Pero quién es?
Yo soy el siguiente.
¿Dice que es el nuevo All Might?
¿Seんか？これ。うわ！え？包丁？くそ。そうや。いや、誰かいますよね。いや、ちょっと待って。いや、本当帰るんで、ごめんなさい。
Gaichan finds shattered glass and, creepiest of all, a knife. Soon after, he hears the sound of a bell coming from somewhere inside the house. He searches every room, but he finds nothing and no one to explain the creepy sound.
ちょっとね、さすがにこのままでは帰れないので、さっきね、ちょっと物音が激しかったと思われる部屋にいるんですけど、家中探してみたんですけど誰もいないんだよ。動物でもなさそうだしさ、でなんかさっき多分あれ仏壇の鐘の音だよね。ちょっと30分だけ検証して帰ろうと思います。
Eventually, the ghost hunter has had enough of the creepy, unexplained noises and decides to just go home. As he makes his way down the old creepy stairs, he captures something absolutely horrifying.
絶対なんかさ、絶対落としたんだよ。マジで。もう嫌だ、俺。くそ。もうちょっと、これ以上はいられないです。帰ります。
A pair of legs can be seen dropping from the ceiling at the top of the stairs right behind the ghost hunter. Gai-chan leaves the abandoned house having no idea what he has just recorded, until he reviews his footage at home. The horrifying sight of the creepy unexplained legs shocks him and his viewers. And now, Gai-chan believes that the house is truly haunted. But either way, true or not, the footage is very disturbing. You can watch this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Clip Store. Oh dear. Terrence Leonio from Windsor, Ontario, Canada often goes out into the woods to record himself overtone singing for TikTok and YouTube. One day he decides to stream live, and as he starts to sing, he seems to capture the attention of a passing deer.
Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking and now he's confused. Alright.
And there's the deer, but did you see it? Terrence seems to have caught the attention of something else lurking in the woods. Several strange, slim figures seem to be hiding in the trees behind the deer. Terrence's TikTok viewers believe the mysterious creatures could be cryptids, Sasquatch, or even skinwalkers. But what do you think Terrence's singing could have summoned from the deep Canadian woods? Child's play. Facebook user Ashley Hammond believes that throughout her life, she's always had something paranormal attached to her. She says that no matter where she goes, spooky things always happen. When Ashley moves to a new home in Utah, she starts to see her children walking up and down the staircase on random occasions. Now, usually Ashley's children walking up and down the stairs would be completely normal. But you see, this happens when Ashley's children are asleep, or sometimes when they're not even at home at all. Ashley believes that she might be seeing something supernatural that is mimicking the appearance of her children. Now Ashley wants to prove that she is not just imagining these strange phenomena, so she buys a security camera and points it at the staircase. Then one night when all of her children are in bed asleep, this happens.
No, you don't become immortal by making deals with angels. You gotta go to the other bats for that. There. That is fine.
The camera captures a dark figure with glowing eyes that seems to walk up the staircase. A figure that has no visible lower body. So, what do you think this could be? Let me know down in the comments. Lady